Who has the edge heading into the rematch?
Neither one of them. Lamont, you know what? I'm lying. 55-45, Lamont.
Why?
Lamont got the edge because he already did the unexpected. He was supposed to get knocked out coming up from 130. And not only did he not get knocked out, he performed. He possibly won the fight. That's what some people believe. I thought it was a very close fight. I think, but after you asked me that question, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think Lamont do have a slight edge just because he did what he wasn't.
Hackett further emphasized that Roach accomplished something notable in their first encounter. While most were fixated on Davis's power, Roach stood out for his determination and grit, managing to hold his ground despite the immense pressure and high expectations for a Davis knockout. Hackett highlighted Roach's ability to stay composed and deliver results under intense conditions as one of his most defining qualities.
Tank had to give his best. I mean, and he can't make no mistakes because what's being held against him is the night that he took the knee. I mean, that was like, Tank, you wasn't supposed to do that, bro. You know what I mean? So the magnifying glass is on him. And Lamont just got to go in there and be a little meaner. Just be a little, and be first. Lamont got to be first and be a little meaner. You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt, I'm really looking forward to this fight, and I think that this is going to be probably one of the best fights of the year. It's a wonderful thing that is happening again because now we can appreciate the technical skill and the abilities of Lamont Roach, which Kenny Ellis was very, very clear with in saying, hey, man, Lamont Roach can fight. We know Lamont Roach can fight. We picked Lamont Roach because Lamont Roach can fight, and he thinks he's going to see the better Gervonta Davis,
With the highly anticipated rematch on the horizon, excitement is mounting across the boxing community. Some insiders are confident that Davis will once again showcase his knockout strength, while others argue that Roach's evolution as a fighter could change the outcome entirely. Sharing his thoughts on the bout, Shakur Stevenson advised that Gervonta Davis should not underestimate Lamont Roach. Stevenson highlighted Roach's progress and adaptability, stressing that he brings more to the ring than Davis might expect. He urged Davis to approach the match with caution, warning that taking Roach lightly could lead to trouble. According to Stevenson, any misstep by Davis could open the door for serious challenges.
The rematch announced today with him and Lamont Roach, I think
they
August
announced
16th.
it today?
So what do you think, considering you were one of the handful of people to pick Lamont Roach, giving him a tough fight? What do you see the rematch?
I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game.
Did you think Lamont won the...
Greg Hackett also weighed in recently, suggesting that Lamont Roach might have a slight upper hand in the upcoming rematch. He pointed to Roach's knack for catching opponents off guard with the unexpected. Hackett believes Roach's adaptability and ability to learn from past mistakes give him an edge. He noted that Roach's evolving tactics make him a more elusive and potentially dangerous opponent for Davis this time around.
And he's very obedient to Tank's power. And Lamont wasn't there that night. Lamont wasn't having it. And he said he wasn't having it. He said it before. Y'all tripping. Y'all must be really tripping. So I guess we was tripping.
Hackett also emphasized the importance of Davis staying fully focused on the night of the rematch, warning that any lapse in concentration could come at a significant cost. He pointed out that Roach has the skill and awareness to capitalize on even the smallest mistake. With so much on the line, Hackett described the fight as a high-stakes showdown, where there's no room for error, especially for Davis. He expects an intense, action-packed bout, with both fighters pushing themselves to the limit in pursuit of victory.
Most focused Gervonta Davis after him getting so much backlash for the performance, for the taking the knee, etc.
This would be the night we have to see the most focused Tank Davis. Because if he's not the most focused, then he gonna be in trouble. It's just that simple. This is the night you gotta be not on your A game, you gotta be on your everything game. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have everything with you that night. And you can't play about it. And you gotta mean it. Every step gotta be counted for. And he know that. So I'm looking for this just to be a great fight.
Additionally, Paulie Malignaggi praised Lamont Roach for his discipline, boxing intelligence, and overall technical ability while analyzing the upcoming rematch. He expressed particular interest in Roach's control over distance and pace in the ring. However, Malignaggi also warned that Roach must remain alert at all times, given Gervonta Davis's explosive power and sudden bursts of aggression.
Sense of positioning and a great sense of understanding of where he is in the ring and how to react off that. Could he be a little aggressive, more aggressive? Sure, but you got to keep in mind that you're fighting a puncher who's coming from the southpaw stance and coming from the southpaw athletic angle. Personally, me, especially knowing what has been said about Gervonta behind the scenes for years that nobody brings out, and it kind of brings to light why they keep matching him with 15 and 20 to 1 underdogs. There is a rumor that behind the scenes, the Gervonta, there's a lot of bitch in him. There's a lot of front runner in him. If you push him, he will break, he will fall.
Chris Algieri also shared his thoughts on the rematch, stating that Gervonta Tank Davis must show noticeable improvement compared to their first fight. While he acknowledged that Lamont Roach also has room to elevate his performance, Algieri emphasized that the pressure is heavier on Davis. According to him, Davis can't rely on the same game plan as before. He needs to show evolution in his approach if he hopes to come out on top this time.
I think looking from the outside in, just kind of objectively observing it, it's like, yeah, well, Lamont fought, like we've been saying, he fought like a perfect execution of what the game plan would be to fight Tank Davis. Tank Davis did not fight the perfect fight to fight a Lamont Roach.
But was that because of Lamont's pressure? Was that because of the psychology? There's a psychology here that nobody's talking about.
But what can he add?
Of course, that's something. Yeah. But to me, it looks like there's more ground to make up for Tank than there is for Lamont.
Renowned YouTuber Fannin also weighed in on the upcoming rematch, admitting that the swirling narratives around Gervonta Davis make it a tricky topic to discuss. Despite the intense build-up and pressure on Davis, Fannin believes the fight will be a thrilling, high-stakes affair. He highlighted the unpredictability of the matchup as a major factor contributing to the excitement and anticipation.
Man, I'm really nervous about this rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. I'm going to do my best to continue to talk about it because, hey, man, there's so much Gervonta Davis stuff out there that is bad, where people are really weighing on the guy. So I just want to use every opportunity I can to talk about this fight coming up because I think it's going to be another exciting fight and another exciting fight.
Fannin also shared that Gervonta Davis's uppercut could be a key weapon in the rematch if he sharpens it further. He emphasized that precision and technique will be crucial for Davis to secure a win. However, Fannin warned that Lamont Roach won't be caught off guard this time around. With a better understanding of Davis's strengths, Roach is expected to enter the ring well prepared to handle and counter Davis's power, making the fight far more challenging.
Fight that the first time around, a lot of people really trashed and thought it was going to be a garbage fight. And to most people's pleasant surprise, some people's dismay, if you're really a Gervonta Davis fan, the fight wound up being very, very competitive. And now they're going to do a rematch.
Additionally, Fannin believes that if Gervonta Davis sharpens his uppercut, one of his key strengths, he stands a strong chance of winning the rematch. He pointed out that precision and technique will play a vital role in Davis's success. However, Fannin also stressed that Lamont Roach won't be caught off guard this time. With thorough preparation, Roach is expected to come into the fight, ready to neutralize and counter Davis's power, making the bout significantly tougher.
Fight that the first time around, a lot of people really trashed and thought it was going to be a garbage fight. And to most people's pleasant surprise, some people's dismay, if you're really a Gervonta Davis fan, the fight wound up being very, very competitive. And now they're...
Despite their first fight ending in a draw, bookmakers remain heavily in favor of Davis. Current betting odds place Roach as a significant underdog, while Davis's odds range between -400 and -800. Davis is known as a composed and confident pressure fighter with impressive power. He has excellent timing, often baiting opponents into errors before delivering sharp, punishing counterattacks. Utilizing precise footwork and sudden bursts of aggression, Davis prefers to methodically stalk his opponents rather than rush in recklessly. Outside the ring, he's charismatic, but once inside, he becomes a calculating and deadly competitor.
He's will be one of the future greats.
Wow, that's something coming from you, Hall of Fame trainer.
That's right. That's right.
In the sports.
That's right.
Locked all his life.
Yep. So he really look good today.
On the other hand, Lamont Roach is known for his strong ring IQ and disciplined, technically sound style. He controls the tempo through precise combinations, sharp head movement, and excellent positioning. Rather than relying on sheer power, Roach is celebrated for his accuracy, stamina, and ability to frustrate opponents. His focused and respectful nature lets his skills do the talking. Following their first fight, which ended in a draw, both fighters shared their views. Gervonta Davis believed he had done enough to claim victory, while Roach felt he had revealed weaknesses and demonstrated that he belongs among the elite. Roach stayed calm during the post-fight press conference, reflecting on his preparation. He expressed confidence, stating that he felt ready for the fight then, and still does now. He maintains a strong sense of self-worth, convinced that his performance was something to be proud of. His ongoing confidence stems from the way he carried himself throughout the match.
My confidence was through the roof yesterday. I ain't really like. I mean, I get in the mode. I get in my mode when I'm in. I get in my bag when I'm in the ring. But, bruh, I'm ready. I was ready. We could have fought a week ago. I was ready. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was ready. My confidence was through the roof before. It's still through the roof, and I just want to go back and watch it. I want to go back.
After the fight, Roach also commended Gervonta Davis as an outstanding competitor and expressed satisfaction with his own performance against such a tough opponent. He viewed the bout as a personal victory and took pride in standing his ground. Roach made sure to acknowledge his team's crucial role in his preparation, emphasizing that their support was vital for him to deliver a performance he could truly be proud of.
I think I'm cracking. Fuck, I've been saying that, man. I think I'm cracking. I'm really blessed to have the coaches that I have. We're working on a good game plan, placing shots very well, looking for certain shots, being able to counter, and I think I was on timing, especially like in the perfect moments to land beautiful shots. Some of the shots that might have stumbled him or visibly hurt him. He's tough. He's a great fighter. He's tough. He knows what to do. If he does get buzzed, even if he wasn't buzzed, if it looks like it, he's still like, you know what I'm saying?
Gervonta Davis, for his part, acknowledged the competitiveness of the match, describing it as a solid fight. While he had aimed for a victory, he accepted the draw as the official result. However, Davis made it clear that he wasn't fully satisfied with the outcome and expressed a strong desire for a rematch, one in which he hopes to make a more definitive statement and leave no doubts about the result.
Good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either, so I felt like I won it, the last couple rounds, so it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I can get that rematch because I know what I can do in a fight. But
interestingly, Gervonta Davis took full responsibility for the fight's outcome, openly admitting that the result was on him. He believed he had the ability to stop Lamont Roach, but failed to capitalize on the opportunity. According to Davis, it wasn't anything Roach did that led to the draw. It was his own missed chance to finish the fight. He was clear in stating that the result was due to his own shortcomings, not his opponent's performance.
What have you learned in this fight from Lamont that you could take forward in the next fight?
I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault.
It's definitely my fault, Davis admitted. Now, with the rematch approaching, he's fully immersed in training, refining every tool in his arsenal. Aware of the questions raised by their first meeting, Davis is more focused and determined than ever to silence any doubts. In his training camp, Davis is placing heavy emphasis on timing, conditioning, and precision, especially when it comes to his high-risk uppercut. He understands that power alone won't be enough this time around. Mental discipline is also a top priority, as he knows that even a momentary lapse in focus could prove costly in a fight of this magnitude. On top of everything, Tank is motivated to remind the world exactly who he is, especially as the pressure mounts and critics keep a close eye. For Davis, it's not just about winning, it's about making a statement through domination. At the same time, Lamont Roach is quietly grinding with determination, fully aware of what's on the line. He's carefully analyzing Davis, sharpening his defensive strategies, and getting ready for any scenario that might come his way. Roach and his team are zeroed in on precision, timing, movement, and how to counter Davis's explosive strength. He knows this potential rematch could redefine his story. No longer seeing himself as the underdog, Roach is preparing with the mindset of a champion in the making. Each training session is intense, smart, and deliberate, treated with the same focus as a final round. For Roach, this isn't just another fight. It's about redemption, pride, and staying locked in mentally and physically. As whispers of a rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach grow louder, the boxing world is buzzing. Their first bout showcased elite-level skills, but left plenty of questions unanswered. Fans and analysts alike are eager to see a definitive outcome, and the previous draw has only fueled the anticipation. If this second fight happens, it promises to be electric. Both fighters had their moments in the first match, but neither walked away with a clear win. Will Roach rise to the occasion and shock the world? Or will Davis make the necessary adjustments to leave no doubt? With so much on the line, styles, stakes, and reputations, this could be one of the most compelling showdowns in recent memory. What's your prediction for the rematch? Who comes out on top?